Hey guys, Barbara here. Today's recipe is going to be pita bread. Nothing tastes as good as these wonderful pockets stuffed with all types of goodies inside. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. Say hello to my guest, Mario Ramirez from
Box 11.
Let me start off by adding 1 tablespoon of active dry yeast to my big bowl. And you guys know that I buy the yeast by the pound, so I keep it in a jar like this, okay? Now 1 cup of warm water straight from the faucet and 1 cup of all-purpose flour that's not sifted. So I'm just going to go ahead and give this a stir with my little plastic utensil right here. And I want this to become smooth. And in a sense, this is going to become like a starter, except we're using the active dry yeast. Let me set this aside for 15 minutes only. And then, now take a look. Don't cover it, okay? I've got some bubbles. So now 1 teaspoon of salt, 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And let me give this a stir again to mix this in. And now all I have to do is continue the process by adding flour. A little bit at a time, okay? So let me add like the first cup and stir. You want to be very careful to not add too much flour all at once, because you can't add back liquid to this to make it right. You know, if you mess up, it's messed up. So just work it slowly. Now let me show you what this goes to. It's a cupcake serving thingy for the batter for cupcake. And this is what I use to knead up my dough. You don't need a KitchenAid, guys. So let me go ahead and put more flour. And then I'm going to use my hand because I want to feel the dough now to see how wet it is or how dry it is. And all I'm going to do is continue to knead this like this. Now that I have a perfect ball, I'm just going to go ahead and grease my bowl with olive oil. I've washed the bowl, okay? And I'm going to set this back in here. And now all I have to do is cover this up with my clean dish towel. This is what Shanika gave me. Hey, Shanika. 1 hour later, it's doubled in size. And I'm just going to go ahead and re-knead. Now, there's nothing fancy to re-kneading, okay? All you want to do is get the air out and make it smooth. So let me get it out the bowl first of all. And now onto my floured countertop and just work this around. I can't tell you like the time that it's going to take to re-knead this. Just work it until it gets smooth, okay? Now I'm going to try to like make it into like a rectangle because I want to cut it into 8 equal pieces. But let me check underneath. Yeah, see, it's still not smooth there. So let's fold and tuck. And now let's press it out. And let me show you what Jada gave me for my Christmas gift, guys. She got it from my Amazon wish list. And so I'm going to be cutting with this from here on in. I'm so excited about this tool right here. Go straight down the middle. Remember, we want 8 pieces. So I'm going to eyeball it. But wait, I just noticed the thing has a ruler. So I'm going to start like with 2 inches apart. I don't know that I'm going to get 8 equal pieces this way. But I'm just going to try. And as I go along, I'm going to get better at using this tool. I really appreciate the fact that Jada got this for me. So here we have 8 pieces. So maybe some of the pita breads are going to be smaller than the other one. It's okay. So you just kind of smooth off the top like this and then pinch the bottom, seal it up shut, and then kind of roll it in between your hands. If you have to flour your hands, go ahead, all right? So that's pretty much rolling it into a ball. Now let me go ahead and place it here on my greased baking sheet. I have 8 pieces. You have to grease the baking sheet. If you don't have one, just kind of grease a part of the counter, okay? Cover it up again, and an hour later, here they are. And it's time to re-knead into the shape of a disc or a tortilla. And you might want to flour the countertop again a little bit, but not too much. You don't want to get it worked in, and do the best that you can to make it round. I can do it really well sometimes, and sometimes, again, I really suck at it. So let me go ahead and try. Here's my rolling pin. See, it's sticking, so you want to make sure you get rid of that problem. Put some more flour and then just roll. Don't go too thin, okay? Like maybe 1/4 of an inch thick. If you go too thin, then it's going to be hard to get it off the counter. So I'm going to use the kamal. I'm putting the first one, and I have the heat on medium, and look, some little bubbles are forming. If you flip it over too soon, don't worry, just flip it back over again at some point, okay? So take a look at this one. It's looking pretty good, and I see some little air pockets, but not enough to impress me. See? Some here. And my kamal's getting too overheated, so I kind of lowered the temperature again and put another one on. And see, this one has a little belly going on. I'm impressed. I'm getting more impressed. So let me go ahead and flip this one. And then now I've decided I'm going to use my cast iron skillet, you know, because I want to see what the difference would be between the Kamal and this. And look, there is a magical difference, guys. Look at this big pocket going on. It's like it's pregnant. It's gorgeous. I'm so excited about this. And remember, the cast iron skillet is thicker than the Kamal. So this one's still going. Let me turn this one over and come back to the cast iron skillet. Look, this is gorgeous. Now let me show you my stash that I have going here. They're all beautiful. They're calling my name saying, bring butter. So now they're all ready, but I have one more left. Nobody's here to help me bake them, so I have to bake them all or else they'll pop on me. You know, they're going to overrise. So now let me go ahead and cut the one open that has the pocket because I want to see the pocket. I have about 3 or 4 of them out of the 8 that came with the pocket because I finished them up in the cast iron skillet, guys. So let me cut and let's take a look inside. Oh my goodness, what a deep pocket. It's saying, fill me with stuff. So take a look. I made some eggs with cheese and jalapenos and stuff and filled it up. And this is a close-up and you can fill it with anything you like. Alright guys, so see how easy it was to make the pita bread. I promise you guys, if you make the homemade stuff, you're not going to want the store-bought stuff anymore. Yes, it takes a little while because the dough has to rise 2 different times, but it's okay. The taste is so wonderful that you're not going to regret it, okay? Tune in next week because I'm going to show you guys how to make the hummus from scratch. Let me slow down. My dad always says I talk too fast. I'm going to show you guys next week how to make the hummus from scratch. And in the future, very near future, I'm going to show you how to make the pita bread using the sourdough starter. If you guys have a starter, okay? You guys know I have 2 starters in the fridge. I want to thank you so much for watching the show, for liking, for sharing, for commenting, for visiting my website, and for everything that you do to support me. Until I see you guys again, take care. Hey guys, so since Sister Betty came and cooked that meal with me, I've made it 2 more times. But I made it with whole grain pasta instead of the brown rice pasta spaghetti style. Anyways, I'm popping in here really quickly at the end of this video to just thank you guys for receiving that video so well. And I know that in the sequence that I've been doing, this one, the pita bread, was supposed to follow. So I can't wait for next Monday to upload that. So I'm going to put it up today, Wednesday, as we say in Belize, for a little bit of brata. Okay, so this is an extra video this week. And this is the pita bread that was supposed to be uploaded on Monday. But here it is now uploaded on Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching, liking, and subscribing. Please check out my other channels, the Product Review channel, my family vlogs, and Joe's channel. You can find all the links in the description box below.